A student is given a seawater sample and they try to identify the quantity of dissolved salts in it using the following method. Weigh the empty watch glass, add 5 centimeters cubed of the water sample and reweigh it, heat up the sample for 5 minutes over a water bath to evaporate the water and leave the salts behind. They then reweigh the watch glass and the salts. Here are the students' results. The mass of the watch glass at the start is 44.27 grams. The mass of the watch glass and water sample is 49.64 grams. The mass of the watch glass and the dissolved salts after the water has been heated is 45.03 grams. Work out the mass of dissolved salts in the water sample. So for this one we need to do 45.03 take away 44.27, so the mass of dissolved salts is 0.76 grams. Calculate the concentration of dissolved salts in grams per dm cubed. If you don't know where to start with this question, I'll put a link up here now to a previous video where I explain how to calculate the concentration of a solution. And in that we need to remember that the concentration is the mass in grams divided by the volume in dm cubed. Also, key fact, to go from cm cubed to dm cubed we need to divide by 1000. So that means 5 cm cubed divided by 1000 becomes 0.005 dm cubed. We can now use that in the equation. So the concentration is the mass divided by volume in dm cubed. We've already worked out on the previous slide that the mass is 0.76 grams. We now know that the volume in dm cubed is 0.005 and that works out at 152 grams per dm cubed. How could the student be sure that they had evaporated all of the water from the sample? Well, they could repeatedly heat up the sample for 2 minutes and then reweigh it. And when the mass remains constant, they know all of the water has been evaporated. If you're finding the video useful, please take a second to hit the like button. The student then uses simple distillation to obtain a sample of pure water from seawater. Explain how this works. So as the salt solution is heated, the water evaporates. As the water vapour hits the cold glass delivery tube, it condenses, so pure water is collected, and the dissolved salts get left behind in the flask. The student then tests a sample of the pure water they obtained from distillation by heating 5 centimeters cubed of it on a watch glass over a water bath. What results should they get if the water sample is pure? Well, first of all, when the water has evaporated, there should be no visible signs of salt left behind on the watch glass. And also, the watch glass should have the same mass after evaporating the water as it did at the start. How could the student use the boiling point of water to test whether it is pure or not? If you're really stuck on this question, I recommend you watch one of my previous videos and I'll put a link up here to it now. So the answer is, they could heat up a sample of the water to find out what temperature it boils at. Pure substances have a definite boiling point, which would be 100 degrees for pure water. If it still contains some salt, it would be a mixture which would boil over a range of temperatures. If you found the video helpful, please remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.